A poem. Do you have a minute to be present? Hello, how are you this morning? You do ask me every day. Do you really want my answer? Do you really want my say? I selected this poem because it is pointing out to a moment in time, to something that we so ordinarily do every day, like asking each other, how are you? But not really truly paying attention to the answer. Stop and listen. Stop and hear me. Hear my voice, its tone and flow. Watch my body posture. They will tell you, they sure know. The speech title is Unexpected Gifts. What it's implying is that in every interaction with every human being, including our patients, even when they're at the very end of their journey, or maybe especially when they're there is an exchange that's taking place between two human beings if they allow themselves to be open to each other. It starts with how you come to the patient's bedside and how you introduce yourself. If you say, I'm the therapist versus I'm your therapist. When you say, I'm your therapist, it implies that you are in a service to the person. We are all having goals. As the caregivers, we have our agendas and goals and timelines, and we are so preoccupied with what we need to achieve in this the connection with patient interaction that we forget that the center of all this care is the patient. I would attend to a patient who was fuming with anger, and everyone knew about it. No one wanted to go to his room. And all it took for me is to listen. And actually, I ended up taking him to another room, and I was just sitting there and listening to him for 2 hours. Big chunk of time, you would say, and many of us would think wasted. The man said to me, I can tell every one of them walks into this room, they think, what an alcoholic. He told me his life journey, his life story. There was a lot of pain, there was a lot of suffering. There was a lot of loneliness. And what I heard from the nurses a week later when I came to that hospital was that, what did you do to this man? He was like an angel ever since. I know for certain the very important element of patients' healing journey is to address the feelings and come to the presence with respect, unconditional regard, without labeling them and associating them with the diagnosis, because there is more to the person than the diagnosis. Emotions are powerful. They're locked inside us. They are burdens we carry around out of our consciousness. But if we get someone who listens, who is present, who is non-judgmental, who is just a witness there without any need to fix it or change it or name it, this is indescribable gift. That translates to saving time and resources. If the person which is seeing the patient initially on the first visit gives them the space to be heard, that translates to monetary values. Because this man then was in full cooperation, and rather than being resistant to the process, now he was in full cooperation, and frankly, by the time I came there a week later, he was gone already, discharged home. That's the power of listening. But a patient who is in a lower energy field because they are struggling with illness, they're very in tune and sensitive to the energy level that we bring. We are influencing their journey of healing. So the idea is that we gotta take care of ourselves. Stay tuned in with yourself. It's hard, especially when you are a very caring, giving, and compassionate person. Many caregivers are empaths, and they're able to feel and hear emotions and thoughts of the patients. And that it's very important for them as the caregivers to take care of themselves first. So when they are rested and joyous and in positive state of mind, that they can contribute to the patient's healing journey. For years, I was going to work, and I didn't realize, because it was out of my awareness, I wasn't paying attention, that my state of being was influencing the people around me. When I was joking with my patients, when I was lively, when they would say to me, "You are different," and I would say to them, "You know, this is too serious to be serious. Like, you are aiming at the end of the journey. I'm scared with you. Are you scared?" And they said, "Yeah, I am, but let's have fun at the moment. You know, you're not there yet. You are having now." So we had all these good times and joking and being absolutely authentic. And my state of mind, therefore my energy, was influencing people. And it was being noticed around me. If we are truly open to our patients, if we come with sincere intention of service and help, they will return that help by sharing with us something that they know about life. It'll be maybe in a form of advice, or maybe of a wisdom, or maybe they will grace us with peace that they're experiencing at the end of their journey. It may be not tangible, but it will stay with us and eventually will benefit us. Do you really have a minute to be present and to hear? How sincere is your question? How concerned are you, sir? Yet the question that you ask me every morning on my way makes me feel already noticed. It could truly make my day. Thank you.
I will take away being present, that whole thing about forgetting about what's on my agenda and my mind, and just being present with the other person that is in front of me.
Dans ma vie personnelle, ce que je vais apporter, c'est que de prendre le temps de s'arrêter pour faire du ménage sur le passé et prendre le temps pour s'arrêter pour regarder un petit peu dans l'avenir, c'est pas nécessairement ce qui est bon pour moi. Juste de m'arrêter pour rien faire, ça apporte beaucoup de bénéfices.
Oh, the importance of listening with a compassionate heart and creating that sacred space between the person and the patient, and really listening to what the patient is saying.
It's so important to listen to people and not say anything. I have a daughter who's been struggling with mental illness for many years now, and one of the things that she's always said to me is, "Mom, I don't want solutions, I just want you to be there for me."
Comme médecin, je vais certainement incorporer les leçons que Sophie a partagées avec nous aujourd'hui. Ça ne veut pas nécessairement dire de prendre plus de temps avec le patient ou la personne, mais plutôt si on est vraiment présent, ça peut prendre juste quelques secondes et puis être aussi puissant.